The greatest struggle in this journey that you will ever face, the one greatest struggle that everyone faces, and anyone who has succeeded and who has not succeeded, everyone faced and will face, continue facing, is consistency. The root causes can be different for the problem, but the problem in the end is the same: consistency. Now, what I mean by the root causes, like, some people might not be consistent because of their whatever you like to say, like childhood traumas, or like that they feel depressed on the inside, they feel lonely, and some might feel they are not making any progress, and some might feel they are making too much progress to be consistent. And there's like, so there are different root causes, but in the end everyone will face just one problem, and that is consistency. And whoever is able to get past this problem of consistency will fucking succeed. And there's no like if buts to it, they will succeed. If you can every morning wake up, look at yourself in the mirror, and be like, I need to work myself more, no matter how you did or did not accomplish things the previous day. You get a blank slate every single day once you start. It doesn't matter if you made $1 million, or $10,000 or $100,000, or you got the Mr. Olympia title the last night. It doesn't matter, because when the next day starts, you start preparing yourself for the next Mr. Olympia. If you won a boxing match, you start preparing for the next boxing match. You start, like, of course there can be rest periods and all that, but that is the part of the training. So, and if you made like $10,000, you're back to zero. Like, that money doesn't vanish, but in that particular day, in the new day, you haven't made any money, so you start from zero. And that is the greatest, like, blessing that we have got by the Lord, the divine creator of the universe. This is the biggest blessing and gift that we have got, is that every day the slate starts like blank. It's Man to Man Talk series, episode number, I don't remember genuinely, because I just come here, and like, yeah, maybe it's some of my, like, a bad thing that I don't remember the numbers, and I maybe should have checked. But like, I am not coping, but I just try to give out all my heart. And as soon as I came today, um I was like totally lost in the, like, dungeons of my mind, you can say. Like, I was totally lost, like, thinking about what has happened until now, and how things are going to happen, or how I going to make things happen in the future. So I just start coming here and talking about my heart. Last week was, I made some changes in the way my day goes, to see like which one works better, because I had some new ideas. I sought out that whenever I have like a to-do list for the day, that if I don't accomplish, I'm not going to the bed. In that way, my trading suffered a lot, because a lot of times there were like, the markets were telling me that a trade is coming up, and a setup might form up, but I was so lost in completing the to-do list, because I won't be sleeping until it ends. So either I missed on my to-do list, and that was a negative impact on my mind, that I'm not sticking to my word, or I would most of the time just sacrifice so many winning trades, or like, just, you can backtest all you want, and backtesting is great. Backtesting is great. If any trader is watching this, for them I'm telling, backtesting is great. But you also need to have the, like, do the forward testing and have the live market experience, taking the trades in the live market, sitting in front of the computer, watching your screens for so many hours, and sometimes days goes by and you get no trade on your setup. In my trading, I call myself a day trader, because my time frames for entries are like 5 minutes, but I have to like sit down for days, like 4 5 days having no trade. Not a single trade. There are day traders who take 2 trades in a day, and I am here barely making 6 7 trades, or like 8 10 trades in the month. Because, and like that's a little difficult on me, because I feel like that I'm not doing anything, because I'm not just punching trades in the system. But that's the big thing. That is why I'm saying the live market experience is very crucial and very necessary, because you just have to, like, my emotions don't come from when the trade is running, that oh, I need to book the profits, oh, it might hit the stop loss and let me take it off the table before it does that and all that. I don't have that emotional problem, but I do have the emotional problem of actually punching in the trade, in the system, and like taking the risk, accepting the risk. I have that like psychological problems, and I have been figuring out things out, and I will keep figuring it out as I go through the journey. But this is the main thing, that you need to have live market experience, because of course I learned about so much about my emotions that I can't sit down. Like, I saw when I was backtesting and I had like 6 8 trades in a month, and I was like, I had like 70 80% win rate, and I made like what 35 to 40% in just making 8 10 trades a month. So I was like, that's the greatest thing that can happen to me. And so I'm okay with not trading every day. But when it actually comes down, the shit comes down, like when I'm actually in front of the screen and I'm watching the market like for so many hours, and I'm broke, and I don't can't I haven't yet made money to have like the backup money to make ends meet. I have that inner like discomfort and lack of patience to just go in there and do something. And I don't any by any means I have never traded in FOMO. I have like and I won't say never, but like maybe in the last 3 years I might have only take 2 or 3 trades in FOMO. That's all. And I don't trade in FOMO. I don't trade in like because like I see like nothing is happening, because I have a strict thing that I will only take the opportunities when my setup appears. So no matter how uncomfortable I feel, but that is the thing that I have learned about myself, that I have problems sitting down, and I'm teaching myself more and more that. So I removed the to-do list from this week, and for like daily I make plans. I keep on writing things out that I need to do continuously for making my YouTube channel successful. Not this one, the other automated one. If you have seen my previous videos, you would know about that. So the automated YouTube channel and also the trading, I keep writing out plans and thoughts that I like that come in my mind to work on, so that I can do like I always know what I need to do. The to-do list is just there to hold you accountable. And like, if you make your mind a filing cabinet and you just try to store everything in your mind, you will just forget it, and you might remember it so long after it was needed. So, and you might never remember it, so you miss out on so many good ideas and things. So the to-do list is basically just so that you don't miss out on those ideas, first of all, and second thing, that you don't get lost in the day, that what do you need to do. But now after 3 years, I automatically just wake up and I start doing my morning routine. Then like it takes me about 20 to 25 minutes all at max, and after that I quickly take a shower. I make my meal. I prep my meal for the gym, and as soon as I have the meal in me, I just wait for a couple of like 20 30 minutes, and then I because like the total time span between when I take my meal and when I hit the gym, start doing the gym, it's like almost an hour, which you have to do. I have researched on that, and that's what I found. So I do it like that, and I have the consistency in me now. I'm not gonna like just wake up and start scrolling on Instagram. I'm not going to do that, because I'm obsessed with my goals. And it's not just being obsessed, but I have been obsessed for the last 3 years, so I don't drift like that. So I've removed the to-do list, because I was missing so much on my trading, and I realized that no matter how much dopamine I get, by knowing that I did this task or I did that task from my to-do list, and I didn't sleep on an incomplete to-do list, and I did like 8 tasks in the day that maybe move the needle forward. But what I realized, that back testing is good and it's a good practice, but it isn't going to make me money. So for making the money, I have to go watch the markets live and punch in the trades live in the market and actually place the risk on the table and take the bets. Because as I read in one trading book, if you lose all your chips, you can't bet, and if you don't bet, you can't win. So the first one is not very relatable for me because I never risk more than 1% on any trade. Never. Like, thank God, I just consider myself so blessed that I don't have these basic problems of like risk management. I have never blown an account. Never. Never in my life. Once when I like was just so much amateur, like maybe 2 months into trading, I got my account to the half one day, but I managed to recover it, not by over risking, but by under like keeping the risk under my control. I managed to somehow get lucky, and the next day I brought it back up, and after that day, it's today like more 2 years and 10 months now from that day, and I haven't ever over risked. So, but I realized that if I don't bet, I can't win. This video is so great, man. I gave you guys an advice on gym. I gave you guys an advice on trade, not and like I gave you two or three, five advices, who knows what, on trading, and now I'm also giving you advices on the mindset. So basically, this is what's happening, and I have been resetting myself on my vices, and I've been trying to fix my addictions and vices more and more as I keep going. And this today, like I was at my grandma's house today, and like yesterday I went to her house, and now I've came back. Obviously, as you can see my surroundings, this is the place where I've made most of my man-to-man talk videos. So I was there, and I like a lot of times I felt like I'm not doing much in my work because I wake up at like 9 a.m. and there's a reason why I wake up at 9 a.m. Don't think, oh, this man's a bitch, he wakes up at 9 a.m. and you just quit. Watch my previous videos, you would understand why I do that, and not a cope, not as a cope, but as a genuine reason related to my trading, to my work. So I wake up at 9 a.m. and it's almost 3 p.m. in the afternoon every day, and I have taken my two meal preps like the breakfast and the lunch, and I have hit the gym, and I have done some or more like other stuff. And the gym takes me like 1.5 hours almost, and plus the time to go to there and like come back from there. So I almost so many time I felt like I don't do anything, I am not being productive because in the first 6 hours of day I'm not doing much. And yeah, I also from the 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I also do my morning routine first. But at my grandma's house today, I woke up at 9 a.m. again. I did my morning routine. And after that, because like at my grandma's house, there were everyone around me, and I couldn't sit down and do any task and go to the gym, obviously, because my gym isn't over there and there was no gym nearby to get a day pass and to go. So I actually like it was like 12 in the noon, 12 in the mid noon, and I barely had my breakfast, just like had my breakfast, and I drank milk maybe in the morning. So I actually came to realize the point here is that I came to realize that so many times we just self sabotage ourselves so much because the day my like the way my morning went today was the way the mornings of most people, average people who don't have any goal in life goes. And I always kept thinking like, what do I even do for the first 6 hours of my day? I don't do anything and this and that. But today I realized actually how much I do every single day and how much like so much I do, and I was just self sabotaging myself because the way my day went today is the way how the day of most average people, like at least 95% people on earth goes. The remaining 4% might have a better morning, and the only 1% is there who actually becomes something big, and they actually did something big for that. And that includes me, obviously, because I will become that 1%. Yeah. So I actually realized that how much we self sabotage ourselves so many times, and you just need to bring yourself out of that zone. I'm not saying take breaks and break your consistency. I did some tasks at her home, like in the noon, and now I will go and do more tasks after making this video. Right now I'm doing making this video. This is one of the tasks in my to-do list, and after this I will go do more tasks. But you just need to come out of that zone for a little while. I'm not telling you to just, like, you might see on people on YouTube or on social media in like nowadays, and you might see like they are just going from work to work, one task to the next and to the next, and every single day in day and day out, and that's good, that's what you need to do. But sometimes you have to curate your own journey, you have to create your own journey your own way. And for that, for me, I came out of that zone of just doing things repeatedly every single day and feeling like shit because I was self sabotaging myself. And today, when I came out of that zone, and I actually thought, like, today I will live like a normal people. And obviously, how do I know? Because I was once an average guy, and the people around me, my mother, my sister, they are like normal people, right? They don't have a big goal like me, so let me copy how they do stuff. And then when I went through the day like them in the morning, I actually realized how much I accomplished, and I'm just wasting myself and my mental energy because I'm just like, I'm just shitting on myself for no reason. And so many of us do that. So many of us do that for no reason. No reason. As I always say in my videos, the urge, the desire, the fire inside of me, it just like doesn't stop. Every single day it just keeps on growing more and more and more to accomplish something in life and to make something of myself in this life. I was at my grandma's house and I wasn't doing much work as compared to how I moved from one task to the next at my own home. And I came to realize that actually I'm so much in love with my work, and I was just shitting myself, telling myself that maybe my desire is going down, my desire is going less day by day. But I just realized, if someone who is panicking not to do work and is hating the comfort he is getting like I did today, he is obviously obsessed with his goals, and obviously his desire is very great, and he has no problem with his desire. It's just maybe an effort problem. Maybe I'm not putting the right effort, or maybe I'm not having the right plan, or maybe I'm not confident enough on my plan, and maybe I'm self-sabotaging myself in this thing also. I understand how sometimes we can feel that we don't have the right plan just because we aren't making progress day by day every single day. But you have to understand that things might happen fast, and you have to optimize everything. You might have to optimize everything and things, like, to make progress faster and to get out of the rut faster and not waste any time on your part. But but you have to understand that you can only control the input, and you only need to control the input. You don't need to control the output, like how fast you get to your goals. You can control how fast you put in the effort and how much effort you put in. Like, some people might accomplish their goals working 300 days out of an year, and you might work 365 days out of the year, 364 days out of the year on something, on your craft. And that's how you can increase your input, but you don't need to focus on having the output, like how fast is, because sometimes some things will just take time. You can't do anything about that. Like, if you want to be a bodybuilder, if you want to compete in Mr. Olympia, you, almost all of us knows in this day and age of knowledge, that muscle doesn't grow in the gym, it grows after the gym, in the recovery. So if you, no matter if you want to be 2 times sebum, and you want to like maybe beat his record in being the Mr. Olympia, he won 6 times, you want to beat 7 times Mr. Olympia, you can do that. But you just can't, like, if a training session is meant to be for 1 or 1.5 hours in the gym, all of us knows increasing the reps and just overexerting ourselves in the gym will never grow our muscles. It will never grow. You have to push yourself, but you don't need to just keep doing things. And if you go to the gym every single day for 4 hours, and maybe you are doing that 2 times a day, you're spending 8 hours in the gym, that will not make you sebum. That won't even make you the average gym guy, average gym person. So it's not always about the output, it's sometimes just about the input, and sometimes just about the belief. You need to have the faith in the plan. I might sit down and be like for 4 or 5 days that, man, I didn't take any trades for 4 or 5 days. How is it gonna work out? I saw 30% return in my back testing. How am I ever gonna replicate it like this and that? But I can't control the output. I can't control the markets presenting the trades. But what I can do, excuse me, what I can do is sit there in front of the screen with a trading plan and following that trading plan to the T. And that means sticking to your trading plan till death. Like, if you don't have literally any trade for the whole month, let's say, any trade, you might want, like, obviously if you don't have a single trade in your whole month and you are a day trader or you are a swing trader, you might want to check it out if it was something. And always you need to keep reflecting on the inputs you put. And maybe I'll talk about this in the next video, that you continuously need to reflect on what the inputs you gave in and what the outputs came out. But if you did everything right according to your trading plan, then stop unnecessarily improving it, trying to improve it to get trades, first of all. And secondly, don't panic that you didn't get a trade for the whole month, because you know that that trading plan is the exact thing that will make you successful. In the back testing, that is a trading plan that made you 10%, 20%, 30%, 40, 50, 100% in a month, whatever it is, I don't know. Maybe 5% a month. And for some people, 5 to 7% a month in trading is great. And that's okay. You can't expect to fast forward everything. It doesn't matter if you work 16 hours in a day out of 24 hours. Man, I have been working, like, I have worked no less than 12 hours a day for the last 3 years. No less than 12 hours. Maybe, and most of the time, like, out of 365 days in the year, I have worked for 300 days, at least 300 days, for 16 hours around in a day. From the time I woke up till the time I went to bed, I just kept working. But it's been 3 years and I still haven't made monetary progresses, and I still haven't acquired the money yet. But you just have to sometimes realize that things don't always work out the way you want it to be. And that by no means, it all matters how you take the words I speak to you. You can take this thing that things don't always happen to you and be like, then what's the point of putting in any input, because I can't control a situation and this is just happening to me. And you have to realize that life is not happening to you and for you. You can also see it like my way, that I can't control everything, which means I can't control the output, but I can control the input. And I can control my mental state, my state of mind. I know it's fucking painful. Like I don't use profanity too much these days, but this time it was like, actually I know it's fucking painful. The amount of friends you leave, the relationships you leave, you sacrifice in this journey, the amount of family time you sacrifice. And some of you might say that you shouldn't sacrifice family time, but I know that if for some years I can do that, and I can manage myself and my family this way for the rest of the years of my life and their life, it will be good, it will be pleasureful for all of us. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what my purpose is, to provide comfort to others by being in a state of discomfort all the time myself. So you need to realize this, that you can't always control the output, man. You just, I know it's fucking painful every single day, putting in the work day in day out, when your mind's shut, when your heart is, your mind wants to just literally jump out of your skull. It just literally feels like your mind wants to jump out of your skull, and your heart just starts physically aching. Maybe it's winter season, it's already cold outside, and you also feel cold inside because of everything that has happened to, and you decided to make a change, and now even more worse things are happening to you. But you need to realize that you need to first go down, and then you will only go up. You can't just expect that the day you start putting in the effort, life goes on like this. First you go down, and then you come up, and it shall be very prosperous when it comes up. But the real thing is, most people don't even go down, and some, even if they go down, they come up to the baseline. They always quit on the last moment, on the last, like if there are, like, let's say there are 100 walls to break to your goals, and you, like, between you and your goals, they break 98 walls, 97, 99 walls, and just at the very last of it they'll quit. And that is why they don't yet get to see the prosperous part. And that's what I keep telling myself every single day. That's what I keep telling myself every single day, that it's fucking hard, it's fucking painful, it's terrible, it's awful right now. Like, if someone would see me and I would tell them, then man, it's resentful, they would be like, yeah, no wonder your life is resentful, because the way my life is right now. But I realize that the pain, you have to make sacrifices for a little while. You have to go through the pain. Nothing comes for free, nothing comes on a silver platter. You have to eat this shit long enough until they start serving you something that is fucking gourmet. I am literally getting goosebumps right now by my own words, because this is the reality of this journey. You might be alone right now in life and you want a girlfriend like me. You might be alone and want a girlfriend like me. And you go to the gym, you watch so many women, like beautiful women, being with their boyfriends. Or you might see a woman on her own, and you might want to go approach her, but you know that on the inside you are empty, and you can't feel the emptiness inside from getting a woman. Or maybe if you think like me, I think like I need to first change this and conquer this, and then I will only get a woman, because I don't want to waste anyone's life by bringing them in my life when my life is shit on its own. And you have to be willing to go through the pain. You have to say, be like you have to say, like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see this journey through, no matter what. No matter what happens, I'm going to see this journey through. No matter what I have to sacrifice, no matter how much pain and effort it takes, you have to accept the pain. There's a reason it said accept the pain and embrace the pain, because you can't do it without that. The very starting of this video, if you stick down to this video until now, and basically no one does sticks to my video till so long, what I have seen in the YouTube Studio app, But if you have stick down to my video until now, as I said in the starting of the video, the root, like the golden problem, the benchmark problem of this journey is consistency. It is the only and like the main problem of this journey is consistency. But the root causes can be different, and this might be your root cause. Your root cause might be loneliness. Your root cause might be that you're not making progress, and you're scared that if you don't make it, you won't be of anywhere. But you have to accept it, accept the pain, literally, like in a way of analogy, let's say, metaphorically, you have to hold your balls in your hand and be like, I'm a fucking man. Grab your fucking balls, be like, I am a fucking man. I don't want to take this risk, and it seems the journey seems very painful, but I'm a fucking man. I need to do this. I have to do this. This is what being a man is. It's not staying in bed watching porn or watching movies, web series all the time and just eating fucking junk food or eating Cheetos. It's not that. That is not what being a man is. Having a driver license or being an adult is not being a man. Being a man is accepting and taking these risks. Even for me, I have barely 600 or let's say $500 left in my trading account. And it fucking scares me. It scares me because I'm like, what if it doesn't works out? But you have to be like, not just like, what if it works out? You can't think like that in this state. You might be able to, and that's good. But if you can't, like me, you can't think like, what if it does work out? But you have to be like, I will make it work. Not that what if it doesn't work or what if it works, but I will make it work. Because as human beings, we have the capability of free will, and we can choose how to make things. You might not be able to control how fast the output comes, of how fast you become a millionaire or you become a Mr. Olympia champion, but you can still control what you are going to be. Alright friends, I just get so lost sometimes. Literally, the whole these 33 minutes that it has been in this video until now, these are literally the things that I keep telling myself again and again. It's the self-talk that I have continuously. And years later down the road, when I become the #1 US investing champion for 4 times straight, beating the world record, people are gonna come back to these videos and see this. Understand this self-talk. This is the self-talk that I have all the time. I literally, still, of course I want a girl. But I just sit there and be like, my life is fucking shit right now and I'm not bringing anyone into it. Let me just focus on my craft for a little more longer and see this through, and then decide who I want to bring in my life and not. Because it's better to go through 10 times more pain for a while than living in that one times pain forever and ever and ever and just stay stuck in that cycle. And that's what most average people are. Not even most, like all average people. You go to your job 9 to 5 every single day. You wake up at 6. You rush for every single thing, for eating the breakfast, for taking a bath, because you had to optimize your sleep, because you are missing on sleep, and then you rush to catch a subway to your work, or you rush to the, like, maybe if you do have a car, you just rush to the office. You work the same thing for the rest of your life, and then you come home, you see the faces of your family. Maybe you have a good life in your family, like maybe you have a good loving wife and good loving kids, but on the inside it's emptiness. It's emptiness. Maybe you have the most beautiful woman in the world, and this is what I tell myself, that maybe if I have the most beautiful women in the world, the most caring, the one who wants to care for her family and follow the path of God with me, who wants to nurture his husband, her husband and her kids. But what do I have to give? She has to give everything. She has the beauty, she has the care, she has the nurturing. But what do I have to give? And maybe, like when I was going through my last breakup, I told myself this one thing, and I literally was stuck in like from moving on in the breakup for like more than 1 year. But this one thing moved me on. Maybe I do get her back. And I imagine myself that with her, I wasn't able to stay on my path towards my goals. And maybe I do get her, but at what cost of leaving my goals? And years down the road, maybe we even get married. And I come home, she's smiling, she comes and hugs me and everything, and I fake a smile on her, because on the inside it's the emptiness, it's the regret continuously of the goals and the dreams that you let die years ago. This is what most average people's life is. And that is the one time pain that I talked about for living for the rest of your life. You come home, you can't leave your fucking job because you're 40 years old now, and you have to provide for your family and you can't take risks. Obviously you can change your life anytime if you want to, but that's a different kind of pressure at that time. And how blessed am I that at just 19 years old, actually not even 19, when I started this journey I was 17, so at just 17 years old, God gave me this blessing and God gave me this mindset, inject these dreams and goals in my mind to accomplish at such a young age, when I don't have any responsibilities. Like, I want to take responsibilities, but I don't have like the obligation type responsibilities of putting food on the table or paying rent for my family. I don't have that much obligations. And how blessed am I that I get to work. Nobody is telling me to work or accomplish these goals. I am working on it on myself. Make the change, guys. Make the fucking change. Thank you guys for watching. Please like the video if you loved what I said, and please comment and subscribe to the channel. I just sat here. It was like today I literally thought that I will make it a very short video of like 10, 15, 20 minutes, but it's been like 38 minutes now, because I just keep sitting here and talking from my heart out. And maybe I should watch my videos on my own also a lot of times, because this time right now, whenever I talk these things, I understand that there is something like enough wise inside of me, but sometimes I just get lost, and maybe I should come and watch this version of myself and learn from him again. Thank you guys for watching. It's it is 15th of June, if you can see, right? It's 15th of June 2025. I will become the #1 trader in the world. I will do all that I dream of. On this particular channel, you have been seeing like 19-20 videos of me sitting here on my rooftop and having the same background of the wall, and making these videos. But on this particular channel, you will see me come out from this $500 trading account, like where I'm stuck in life, having no money to even meet my basic needs, and you will see me accomplish everything from here on this very channel. You will see me buy my dream car, you will see me go to my dream country to live, get married, have kids. You will see all of it. Maybe 20-30 years of journey ahead, you will see all of it. Thank you guys for watching. As always, Stay hard, stay aggressive, be a fucking man. Be a man, guys. Have goals in your life, have dreams, don't give up. Just stay there and stay hard. Be a fucking man.